Hey, what is going on YouTube? Welcome back to Team VRY. Now, if you own the Google Pixel 6a and are wondering if you should upgrade to the much newer Pixel 8a, then you might be curious as to what kind of upgrades you can expect with Google's newest mid-range device. We're going to talk about the biggest changes that the Pixel 8a brings to the table. Now, we have covered this phone a lot here on this channel, so if you want to check out our earlier Pixel 8a content, then I'm going to drop some links in the description below. With that said, let's get started. Alright, so let's talk about one of the biggest changes with the new Pixel 8a compared to the 6a, which is the design. Now, Google has retained the general look of its Pixel devices with the 8a, but this brings some new changes such as the newer matte finish on the rear panel, and it removes the black aluminum frame, as well as the black camera visor. And the Pixel 8a now features rounded corners, so it looks a lot more like the Pixel 8 and the 8 Pro from last year. And yeah, it's a definite evolution in terms of design, which really modernizes the look and sets it apart from the Pixel 6a. Now, this design wraps around the 6.1-inch display, which is the same size as you'll find on the older 6a model, but it does come with some much needed improvements, such as a smoother 120Hz refresh rate, as well as a brighter display which maxes out at up to 2000 nits of peak brightness, so you're not going to have any trouble viewing your display outdoors. With that said though, it still comes with Gorilla Glass 3, which is the same version of Gorilla Glass found on the Pixel 6a, so you're not getting Gorilla Glass Victus on here, which is exclusive to the Pixel 8 and the 8 Pro. Alright, so moving on, let's talk about the biggest changes inside. The Pixel 8a comes with the newer Tensor G3 chip, and in terms of benchmarks, it easily outperforms the much older first generation Tensor chip on the Pixel 6a when it comes to battery efficiency, gaming, and overall performance. The 8a also comes with 8GB of RAM, which again is a much welcome upgrade over the 6GB found inside the Pixel 6a. Now, this is not to say that the 6a offers a sluggish experience, although using the 8a I have noticed less problems when it comes to app restarts, as well as minor issues such as stutters when scrolling through the user interface. And yeah, going from the 6a to the 8a, I'd like to think that you can feel a big difference in terms of everyday use and the general performance between the two phones. Now, one of the best things about owning a Pixel phone is that they do come with impressive cameras, thanks to Google's brilliant implementation of its computational photography. With that being said though, there are some hardware limitations on the Pixel 6a which are addressed in the Pixel 8a. For one, the 8a comes with a newer and higher 64-megapixel resolution main camera, which does offer considerable improvements over the older 12-megapixel sensor on the Pixel 6a. Now, megapixels aren't really everything when it comes to photography, but having a higher resolution does add a bit more detail to your shots, and I've gotten less of the oil painting effect, which was a common complaint with the Pixel 6a's camera. As for the front camera, the newer Pixel also comes with 4K video recording, which again is a big improvement over the 1080p limitation on the Pixel 6a's front camera. Overall though, as far as cameras go, the 8a definitely offers improvements over the older device. Now, another point is the improved biometrics on the Pixel 8a. Now, the Pixel 6a comes with in-display fingerprint scanning, and that's pretty much it. So there's no face unlock on the 6a, and the fingerprint reader is a lot slower. And it does have issues with accuracy, which I think has been addressed on the Pixel 8a. Now, with the newer phone, I think that the fingerprint scanner is a lot faster and more accurate. I've been getting a better response when trying to unlock my phone. And it does come with secure face unlock, which means that you can use the face unlock for secure bank transactions and apps on your phone, and it makes the Pixel 8a among the very few Android phones, along with the 8 and the 8 Pro, to have secure face unlock. Most phones will have face unlock, but they will require you to use the fingerprint reader to access your banking apps and transactions. Now, the last point that I want to cover on this video is the length of software support. By now, the Pixel 6a is almost on its last legs, at least when it comes to software. The last major Android update that is scheduled to get is the Android 15 version, which is expected sometime around October this year. So after Android 15, there's a very little chance that Google will launch Android 16 for the Pixel 6a. Now, on the bright side, it does keep getting security updates until 2027, so if you're not really bothered about not having the latest Android version on your Pixel 6a, there will be no problem using it, as you will keep getting security patches for a few more years. With that in mind though, if you want a phone that's going to be longer in terms of software support, then the Pixel 8a will come with 7 years of major Android upgrades as well as security patches. So yeah, if you're looking to keep your phone for a very long time, then the Pixel 8a is a terrific choice in that regard. Right, so having covered all of those stuff, there are some considerations to keep in mind if you're thinking about upgrading your Pixel 6a. For one, you can also upgrade to the Pixel 7a, which still features some improvements over the 6a, such as a better camera, longer software support, wireless charging, and improved performance with the Tensor G2 chipset. On the other hand, you can wait for a sale on the Google Pixel 8, which means that you're getting a flagship grade smartphone without any of the hardware compromises of the Pixel 8a. It does come with a physically larger camera sensor, a slightly larger 6.2-inch display, faster charging speeds, and an overall more premium design, to name a few. With that said though, if you're dead set on upgrading to the Pixel 8a, then by all means, go out and get that phone. Alright guys, so that does it for this quick video. Let me know your thoughts about the Pixel 8a and the 6a in the comments below. Are you going to upgrade from the Pixel 6a this year, or are you going to keep using it for a few more years before upgrading? Don't forget to check out our other content here on TeamViewer Y. Thanks all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.